The last stand. Early voting closes on two battleground races reshaping the tri-state area. As the final day of early voting closes across the tri-state area, the political fate of millions hangs in the balance, with two contrasting but equally high-stakes elections heading toward a climactic election day. New Yorkers are weighing a dramatic ideological clash, while New Jerseyans are locked in a classic swing state scramble. The early votes cast represent the final, crucial push that will define the region's political landscape for years to come. Statue of Liberty, New York. The war between progressive and old guard. The New York City mayoral race has evolved into an extraordinary battle for the soul of the Democratic Party, pitting the city's burgeoning progressive wing against its deep-rooted political establishment. The lead, according to recent polls, belongs to Democrat Zohran Mamdani, a Democratic socialist who has energized younger and liberal voters with a platform built on aggressive social reform, universal free childcare, free public buses, and a rent freeze for regulated apartments. This is the progressive push. Standing against him is Independent Democrat Andrew Cuomo, the disgraced former governor who is running on a platform of experience and stability. Cuomo, who benefits from the endorsement of the current mayor, Eric Adams, and appeals heavily to older and more conservative voters, has framed Mamdani's policies as fiscally reckless. The clash is characterized by a stark generational divide, where voters under 50 favor Mamdani, while those over 50 largely back Cuomo. Adding friction is Republican Curtis Sliwa, who maintains a devoted base but remains a distant third. The mayoral contest is less a traditional race for office and more a civil war over priorities, asking whether New York City will choose a radical redirection or revert to the old guard in a climate where crime and affordability are paramount concerns. Bridge at Night, New Jersey. The moderate grind of a swing state. Across the Hudson, New Jersey's gubernatorial contest presents a more familiar, yet fiercely combative, swing state scenario. The race will determine who succeeds term-limited Democratic incumbent Phil Murphy. The contenders, Democratic U.S. Representative Mikie Sherrill, holds a consistent, though often narrow, lead over Republican former state Assemblyman Jack Ciattarelli. The divide. The race is being fueled by a distinct gender gap, with Sherrill maintaining a strong advantage among women voters, a factor key analysts believe is sustaining her overall lead. Ciattarelli, meanwhile, sees his path to victory by dominating the male vote, relying on a high Republican Election Day turnout, and winning over unaffiliated voters. The issues. The debate centers on classic swing state pain points, the high cost of living and taxes, where Ciattarelli polls strongly, versus healthcare and ethics in government, where Sherrill has the advantage. Sherrill has also actively sought to link Ciattarelli to the national policies of Donald Trump in an effort to motivate Democratic base turnout. With nearly 1 million New Jersey residents having already voted early, the ground game in the final weekend before Election Day is focused entirely on mobilizing the remaining undecided and less engaged voters. Ballot box with ballot, the early vote verdict. The final closure of early voting sites marks the moment campaigns transition entirely to get out the vote, GOTV, efforts for Election Day. Early voting, a relatively new phenomenon in both states, has proven its significance. In New York, the progressive wave behind Mamdani hinges on strong early turnout, while in New Jersey, the breakdown of the nearly 1 million early votes, which show a Democratic advantage, sets the starting line for Ciattarelli's uphill battle on Tuesday. For both states, the final count will serve as a bellwether for the future direction of regional and national politics.